Hello my dear students, in today's lesson we're going to talk about the pronouns. What is it? What does it mean? Yes, it's a part of speech. So, let's talk about the pronouns. First of all, I want to say that about the pronouns, personal pronouns. Yeah, a pronoun is a word that takes the place of one or more nouns. The most frequently used pronouns are called personal pronouns. They refer to people or things. Then subject pronouns. The subject pronoun is used as the subject of sentence. For example, she is my best friend. She is a subject pronoun. It is my dog. It also is a subject pronoun. Does he know the answer? You and I will meet later. Here you can see the subject pronouns such as she, it, he, you, and I. She is my best friend. Ол менің ең жақын досым, иә? Яғни subject pronoun is used as subject of sentence. Яғни бастауыш ретінде қолданылады, subject pronoun. This is my dog. Бұл менің итім. Does he know the answer? Яғни ол бұл сұраққа жауап бере алмады. You and I will meet later. Сен және мен біз кейінірек кездесеміз. We'll meet later. And what about the object pronoun? An object pronoun is used as a direct, indirect object or the object of preposition. Give the book to me. The teacher gave her a reprimand. I will tell you a story. Susan read it to them. And the object pronoun? Me. You can find here as me, her, you, it, and them. So, list of personal pronouns. What kind of personal pronouns do you know? About the single, and we have the singular, also the plural form. Subject pronouns and object pronouns, for example. The single form of the subject pronoun are you, I, and he, she, it. The plural form of the subject pronouns are we, you, and they. Yes? What about the object pronouns? Object pronoun, single form of the object pronoun is me, you, him, her, it. And the plural form of the object pronouns is us, you, and them. So, pronouns and antecedents. Read the following sentence. Let's read the following sentence. Can you tell to whom the word she refers? Rachna competes with Atan and she lives skillfully. The sentence is not clear because the word she could refer to either Rachna or Atan. Sometimes you must repeat a noun or rewrite the sentence. Rachna competes with Atan and Atan lives skillfully. And then pronouns in the antecedents. The noun of or group of words that the pronoun refers to its antecedent. When you use a pronoun, you should be sure that it refers to its antecedent clearly. Be especially careful when you use the pronoun they. Read the following sentence. They have several books about Greek myths at the library. They is the antecedent pronoun, and they have several books about Greek myths at the library. It's a sentence, yes. The meaning of they is unclear here. The sentence can be improved by rewriting it in the following manner. Several books about myths are available at the library. Yeah? The meaning of they is unclear here. The sentence can be improved by rewriting it in the following manner. Several books about myths are available at the library. So, then, when using pronouns, you must also make sure that they agree with the antecedents in number, singular or plural, and the gender. Yeah? The gender of a noun may be masculine, male, and the feminine, female, or neutral, referring to things. Notice how the pronouns on the next slide agree with the antecedents. In the first example is The myth of origin is amusing, yeah? I enjoy it. The bystanders see Asana, they watch her at the loom. In the first sentence, myth is the incident of the pronoun, and in the second sentence, bystanders is an incident of they, and Asana is the incident of her. Let's use pronouns correctly, yeah? The subject pronouns are used in common subjects, and the object pronouns are used in compound objects. He and Carmen wrote a report on the subject. Not him and Carmen tell John and me about the Hercules. John and I. A preposition takes an object just as many verbs do. The object of a preposition can be simple or compound. In either case, use an object pronoun as the object of the preposition. Lee read a famous myth to me. Lee read a famous Roman myth to John and me. If you are not sure of which form of the pronoun to use, say the sentence aloud with only the pronoun as the subject or the object. Your ear will tell you which form is correct. Whenever the pronoun I is part of compound subject, it should always be placed after the other parts of the subject. Similarly, when the pronoun me is part of a compound object, it should go after the other parts of the object. Let's use pronouns correctly. And I read some ancient Roman myths, not I and Lee. Lee and I. Some ancient Roman mythology interests Lee and me also. In formal writing and speech, use the subject pronoun after linking verb. The writer of this word report was she. It is I. Also, a possessive pronoun. A possessive pronoun is a pronoun that shows who or what has something. A possessive pronoun may take the place of possessive noun. Let's read the following sentence. Notice the possessive nouns and the possessive pronouns that replace it. A possessive pronoun, yeah? A possessive pronoun is a pronoun that shows who or what has something. A possessive pronoun may take the place of a possessive noun. Let's read the following sentences. Note the possessive pronouns and the possessive pronouns that replace them. And then possessive pronouns will be made by the apostrophe and the s. Yes, Homer's, for example, Homer, then apostrophe, then s. Yeah, story is famous. His story is famous. The story is Homer's. The story is his also. Possessive nouns are in green and the possessive pronouns are in red. Possessive nouns are in green, Homer's, yes. And the possessive pronouns are in red. His, you can say they are the possessive pronouns. Homer's is in the first sentence, also in the second sentence, also you'll see the possessive pronouns. Possessive pronouns have two forms. One form is used before noun, and the other form is used alone. Used before nouns. Singular forms: my, your, his, her, and its. The plural form: our, your, and their. Used alone, only the single form: the mine, yours, his, and hers, its. Also, in the plural form, you use it alone the plural form: ours, yours, and theirs. Possessive pronouns are not written with apostrophes. Yeah, the pronoun its, for example, shows possession. The word its, on the other hand, and its construction of its. Let's read the following sentence. Notice the meaning of the word in red type. Its central character is Odysseus, possessive pronoun, and it's about the adventures of Odysseus. Indefinite pronouns. An indefinite pronoun is a pronoun that doesn't refer to a particular person or place or thing. Yes, an indefinite pronoun. It's a pronoun that doesn't refer to a particular person, place or thing. Does anyone know the story of Midas? Yeah, most indefinite pronouns are either singular or plural. Some indefinite pronouns, what kind of indefinite pronouns do you know? There will be some indefinite pronouns will be singular and the plural forms. And so single forms: another, anybody, anyone, anything, each, either, everybody, everyone, everything, yeah, much, neither, nobody, no one, nothing, one, somebody, someone, something. All of them are singular form of the indefinite pronouns. Everyone, everybody, no one, nothing, one, somebody, someone. All of them are the single form. Much also neither, nobody, each. And the plural form of the indefinite pronouns will be both, few, many, others, several. All of them are the plural form of the indefinite pronouns. Okay guys, and the all, any, most, none, and the some can be singular or plural form, depending on the phrase that follows them. Some indefinite pronouns. When an indefinite pronoun is used as a subject, the verb must agree with it in number. For example, everyone discusses the plot. Yeah, the single form. Everyone will be single form. And both talk about King Midas, it's the plural form, because the both will be the plural form of the pronouns. And all of my mythology is about beliefs and ideals. It's a single form. All of mythology is about the beliefs and idols. All of the myths are about the beliefs and the idols. It's all of the myths, and you can see the S after myth, then that's why we can say that is the plural form of indefinite pronouns, about the beliefs and idols. Possessive pronouns often have indefinite pronouns as their antecedents. In such cases, the pronouns must agree in number. Note that in the first example, the intervening prepositional phrase doesn't affect the agreement. For example, each of the characters has his or her motive, yeah? Several have conflict with their rivals. So, reflexive pronouns. Reflexive pronouns refers to noun or another pronoun and indicates that the same person or thing is involved. Reflexive pronouns are formed by adding self or selves to certain personal and possessive pronouns. The woman found herself a book of folk tales. It's the woman found herself. Herself will be reflexive pronoun. Reflexive pronouns have the singular and the plural forms. Singular forms: myself, yourself, himself, herself, itself, and the plural forms: ourselves, yourselves, and themselves. Sometimes himself is mistakenly used for himself and theirselves for themselves. Avoid using himself and theirselves, guys. Intensive pronouns. An intensive pronoun is a pronoun that adds emphasis to a noun or pronoun already named. For example, George himself bought a copy of American Tall Tales. He himself paid for the book. And it's the intensive pronoun. An intensive pronoun is the pronoun that adds emphasis to a noun or pronoun already named. George, George himself. After you can use himself after George, but also you cannot use himself after George bought a copy of American Tall Tales. He himself paid for the book also. So in today's lesson we have talked about the pronouns, yes, reflexive, intensive pronouns, reflexive pronouns, also independent pronouns, possessive pronouns. We have talked about it. So thank you very much for that.